In our day-to-day life, we often come across such pieces of conversation in which we speak or convey someone's statements or messages to some other person. We do it in two ways. In the first way, we speak the exact words of the speaker. We keep these words within the inverted commas. In the second way, we use our own words to convey the speaker's words. If we compare these two ways, we find the second way more useful. See the given example, how the first way has created a confusion in the boy's mind. When the exact words used by a speaker are reproduced within quotation marks, it is called the direct form of narration. When the substance of a speech is conveyed in the reporter's words, it is called the indirect form of narration. The exact words of the speaker, which are put within quotation marks or inverted commas, are called reported speech. The verb that introduces the reported speech is called reporting verb. Let's see some important features of direct speech. Point 1. The exact words used by the speaker are reproduced. Point 2. The speaker is also mentioned. Point 3. The direct speech is always enclosed within inverted commas. Point 4. The first word of the direct speech begins with a capital letter. Point 5. The direct speech is separated from the rest of the sentence by a comma. Point 6. Sometimes the reported speech may be placed before the speaker's name and the reporting verb. Now, let's see some important features of indirect speech. Point 1. No comma is used to separate the reported speech from the rest of the sentence. Point 2. No inverted commas are used. Point 3. A conjunction, if necessary, is used to join the reported speech with the rest of the sentence. Point 4. Tenses, pronouns, possessive adjectives, and words denoting nearness of time and position undergo certain changes. Let's learn how to change a direct speech into an indirect speech. First of all, we will learn about the rules for the change of tenses. Rule 1. If the reporting verb is in a present tense or a future tense, the tense of the verbs in the reported speech remains unchanged. See the given examples. Rule 2. If the reporting verb is in a past tense, the tenses in the reported speech are changed into the corresponding past tense. See the given examples. We shall discuss the rule 2 in greater details. According to this rule, if the reporting verb is in a past tense, the tenses in the reported speech are changed in the following given manner. The simple present is changed into the simple past. The present continuous is changed into the past continuous. The present perfect is changed into the past perfect. The present perfect continuous is changed into the past perfect continuous. The simple past is changed into the past perfect. The past continuous is changed into the past perfect continuous. The past perfect and past perfect continuous remain unchanged. Simple future, future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous simply change will into would and shall into should according to the subject of the reported speech. See the given examples. Some modals too undergo some changes. See the following given list and the examples. Let's study about the rules for the change of pronouns and possessive adjectives. Pronouns and possessive adjectives of the first person are changed into pronouns and possessive adjectives of the same person as that of the subject of the reporting verb. See the given examples. Pronouns and possessive adjectives of the second person are changed into pronouns and possessive adjectives of the same person as that of the object of the reporting verb. See the given examples. The pronouns and possessive adjectives of the third person remain unchanged. See the given examples. Let's know about the rules for changing words denoting time and position. When we change direct speech into indirect, some words denoting nearness of time or position are changed into suitable words denoting distance. This change is made if the reporting verb is in the past tense. See the given list and the examples. Let's learn how to transform the assertive sentences into indirect speech. The reporting verb said is changed into told if it is followed by an object. If there is no object, it is left unchanged. That is used as a conjunction. Tenses, pronouns, and words denoting nearness are changed according to the rules already stated. See the given examples. Have a look on the transformation of the interrogative sentences into indirect speech. The reporting verb is changed into ask or inquire. The interrogative form is changed into the assertive form. The mark of interrogation is dropped. No conjunction is used if the sentence begins with a question word of WH or HW family. If or whether is used as conjunction if the sentence begins with a helping verb. Tenses, pronouns, and words denoting nearness are changed according to the rules already stated. See the given examples. Let's see the application of these rules on some interrogative sentences. Notice the application of Rule 1 on the reporting verbs of sentences 1 to 5. Here we have changed say into ask, said into asked or inquired, and will say into will ask. According to Rule 2, we have changed interrogative sentences of reported speech into assertive sentences by placing the helping verbs after the subject. In interrogative sentences, these come before the subject. According to Rule 3, we have dropped all the question marks in all the sentences. According to Rule 4, we have not used any conjunctions in those sentences where the questions began with WH or HW question words, because these words themselves function as conjunctions. See the given examples. The Rule 5 made us use if or whether in those sentences where the questions began with helping verbs. See the sentences 3 and 4. According to Rule 6, we have changed tenses, pronouns, and words denoting nearness according to the rules of indirect speech. Notice all these underlined words in the following given sentences. Notice the transformation of imperative sentences into indirect speech. The reporting verb is changed to order, request, advise, or some other suitable words. The verb of the reported speech is changed into to infinitive form. Tenses, pronouns, and words denoting nearness are changed according to the rules already stated. See the given examples. Notice the transformation of exclamatory sentences into indirect speech. See the given exercises.